I ain't never seen a sports team pay a nigga to be a fan. Like I ain't never seen a sports team pay somebody to be a fan. But you niggas act like y'all get money with the players or something. How y'all be mad? Like you niggas be madder than the damn niggas on the field or on the court. That shit don't make no sense, dog. I be watching sports fanatics or sports fans. Man, y'all be fighting in the stands, fighting at the goddamn tailgates, or either fighting in the bars, and y'all be fighting in your houses. Like that shit don't make sense to a fool. You niggas be crying if your team lose. Man, I done seen niggas on social media rip their damn TVs down there and tear their damn TVs up. Cause they be mad they team lost. That's how you know it's a spirit over that shit, bruh. When I used to love sports, nigga, I used to be mad over that shit. Man, what? Man, I used to be want to knock a nigga out over them teams. Well, you know, niggas will kill you over their team, bruh. Man, them teams make billions of dollars, dog, them sports owners. And they don't pay a fan one red cent, bruh. Man, you niggas be working hard every day for y'all money. The niggas who hustle in the streets. Y'all sell all that goddamn cane, all that damn heroin, all that damn dope dog food and all that shit. All that dog food, all that cane, and make that money and then bet it all on sports teams and get mad and kill a motherfucker. The mafia make all that goddamn racketeering money or whatever they do and bet everybody on them damn sports teams and kill people when they make when they win the games and shit like that. Like this shit don't make sense, bruh. You know, sports that man, that shit, you know, it's demonic, man. And that's why I don't really watch that shit. I don't watch it because of them reasons I'm talking about. I don't watch it because it ain't interesting like that. Like, even though, like, I said something about the Michigan game the other day, you know, like Michigan, Ohio State. I remember we used to always watch that shit. Or Michigan and Michigan State, you know, in Detroit, we used to always watch that. I remember my brother used to pull out the leg quarter sandwiches. We get the barbecuing and shit. Hey, don't sleep on them leg quarter sandwiches too. We'd take them leg quarters, clean them down, pull all that extra bullshit out of them, and fry them bitches crispy. And then we keep the bone in it and all that. I got that from Big Bruh. Shout out to my big bruh, about to baby. He'd keep the bone and all that shit in there, and we'd fry that shit crispy in that good peanut oil, and then we dressed the bread with mayonnaise, and we put lettuce, tomatoes, and put that leg quarter on there and top it with some Frank's hot sauce. Oh, that shit, man. I used to eat leg quarter sandwiches damn near at least twice a month. Yeah, but we used to fry them leg quarter sandwiches and cook other food and have sides and watch them games and shit, man. You know, and be all into it, dog, and spending all our money on the shit. We'd be spending our money on the damn jerseys. Even though I didn't. I ain't give a fuck like that. I only had a couple jerseys out my life. But, you know, I'm just talking about the consumers, man. Y'all go spend all y'all money on jerseys. Spend y'all money on all that food and shit. Spend y'all money on all them drinks and shit. And bet y'all money who gonna win or not. and lose all y'all shit y'all been working hard for, while them motherfuckers up in a big box making millions and billions, bruh. Like, this shit don't make sense, man. I ain't never seen a team pay no motherfuckers to be a fan, bruh. Y'all act like y'all getting paid to be fans. When the team playing this shit, motherfuckers be like, we playing, we winning, we losing. Damn, we lost. I even said it with Michigan the other day. You know, we just programmed to say that. I'm like, nigga, we gonna win. You know, but I'm from Michigan though. That's why I meant that we gonna. But I'm just saying though, like, you know, we gonna win. We gonna, you know, it ain't all in one when they cut them checks, nigga. It ain't no we when the motherfuckers cut that checks. That shit, I get my money, motherfucker. Fuck these goddamn fans. Shit, the motherfuckers who own them teams, they are I. Ain't no I in team, nigga. I pay the team. And I give you fans not a motherfucking thing. Y'all pay I the money to watch this shit. And I don't pay a lick of sports. I'm talking as the sports team owner. Man, that shit some bullshit, man. And the more I got older and more I got growner, man, I got out of that shit watching them games. Like even yesterday with that Michigan and Ohio State game, I didn't know that shit was on. Man, I was chilling that whole day, man. I had a good day. I was cooking, you know. I cleaned up in the house and was chilling. Then I sat here. I'm like, I wonder what's on TV. And I flicked through the TV and I seen it said Michigan, Ohio State. And when I clicked on it, it was the second half. I'm like, oh, okay, I can turn it and watch the little second half and shit. And I'm glad Michigan beat them niggas because we always was against Ohio State and Michigan, you know. I'm glad them niggas clobbered them. But how you know they ain't let them do that? Just to keep motherfuckers fans for the later years. Because all that sports shit be rigged, man. All that shit be bullshit. That shit be rigged. You feel me? They rigged that shit. And a lot of teams been rigged. Man, I don't trust no entertainers or no sports figures. All that shit bullshit, man. And that shit be having niggas with high blood pressure and mad and all that shit. You know, and I like the sport of basketball, you know, because I used to play it. I used to play basketball good. I wasn't never on no team. I used to be on the church team when I was a kid, but in the neighborhood, I used to play basketball. We used to go up to the court every day. You know, I started on the milk crate, nigga. I used to be up at the milk behind my house and behind my man's in the house in the alley playing on the milk crate and all that shit. And I kept me a basketball in my hand. My daddy used to buy me new basketballs. I remember Pizza Hut used to sell the NCAA balls and all that shit. My daddy would go buy the pizza, man, and he'd buy me the NCAA ball, man. Shout out to my daddy, man. I had a good life, baby. My daddy would buy me them basketball. He would bought me like 2, 3 of them bitches. You know, and I had an NCAA basketball from Pizza Hut, man. I be dribbling that bitch. Yeah, you know. But see, that make them money. That made the NCAA some money with him buying that shit, man. They ain't pay us to be no sports fans. I remember Chris Webber and them for Michigan. Blew that game. Got paid to blow that game against Duke. Had me crying and shit. Had me mad as hell crying, man. That shit had your blood pressure up. Y'all know watching sports had your blood pressure up, had you mad and all type of shit, man. That shit fuck you up. Fuck your health up. Watching that shit, man. I ain't into it like that. Even though I was thinking about throwing a Super Bowl party or something one of these years, this year or another year, but I don't know who will win or who in it. If the Lions was in it, I'd root for them, but in the back of my mind, I know that shit some bullshit. So I ain't gonna even be into it like that. Like with that Michigan State, Ohio State game, if I mean not Michigan State, with that Michigan and Ohio game, if Michigan would have lost, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I would have been like, damn, you know, whatever. You know, with the Lions. See, I be sitting here, I cut hair on Sundays, but I used to didn't do this for the last like 5 years. I wouldn't even turn that shit on. But this year, I turned it on the TV and see, like what's going on. Not even looking for it, but I switch through the TV because I don't know who they play. I don't know what time they come on, none of that shit. But I be sitting here in intermission of cutting hair, and I turn on the TV and I see the Lions playing somebody, and I look at the TV for a second, but I ain't did that in years. I ain't been no sports fan or no sports fanatic since um like 2012 or something more. Yeah, I ain't watched ESPN in so long because ESPN was like some salami smuggling shit. That was like some sausage smuggling shit because you got to know these niggas names. You got to know these niggas first and last names because they can catch a ball real good or a nigga can run real fast. Sports Center be like, yeah, Jamil Jacobs did this, or Sean Watson ran the did that and caught the ball. Yeah, man, I was watching that shit one day, and I was in like my late 20s, and I was watching that shit. I say, man, why we gotta know these niggas' whole names? I'm like, we gotta know this nigga name because he can catch a ball and run fast, or this nigga can slam dunk. I'm like, man, these niggas ain't no hell of a niggas, man. What they doing out here in this world for real? Like, what kind of credit they got in their neighborhood on their name, or what how they family look toward these niggas and shit. If they weren't getting this money, all that shit was some meat smoking shit, man. That's why I don't give a fuck about sports like that, man. I remember my nigga Big Lou, dog. Big Lou was a Pittsburgh what's the football team? The Pittsburgh. My Pingree niggas always wear that Pittsburgh shit. Shout out to the P Town, cause they streets start with a P. They're yellow and black. Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers. Man, my nigga Big Lou, he used to watch the Steelers, man. They lose. I invited him to my Super Bowl party that year. I think it was 2012. And he ain't come because he wanted to watch the Steelers head on at his house. And they said that they lost, man. They said Big Lou chopped this goddamn TV in half. They said that nigga punched his TV, broke that bitch, broke the goddamn table in half, nigga. Watching that goddamn shit, man. Yeah, probably gave my nigga hypertension, man. My nigga passed away a few years after that. He passed away like the next year after that, man. Ain't no telling how much that game had effect on his health. So man, fuck all that sports, man. I ain't into that shit like that. Now I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna entertain it with people. I might throw a Super Bowl party and have that shit on like 3, 4 TVs around here and have food just to come together with my people. But man, I ain't into that shit like that, man. And I ain't gonna say, nigga, I ain't gonna be happy if the Lions win or Detroit. I go for Detroit teams and shit. And I watched House of Highlights this year. I watched I like the Pelicans because I like Zion Williams. So I watch House highlights on my phone, and it'd be like 7 minutes, and they show you the highlights of the game and shit, and show y'all what the team's doing sometimes. But I don't watch that shit. I don't even know all the rest of them teams or nothing like that. I like the LeBron James when I used to watch sports. I don't think LeBron and them good no more. Them niggas done got old, you know what I mean? But man, I remember how I used to be, nigga. When the Pistons lose, I felt like I lost. Boy, let a nigga would have said fuck the Pistons. Man, I'ma wanna fight him. I might want to shoot him. You know what I mean? That's how much I used to be into that shit, dog. When the Pistons won that year in '04, man, my grandma, she'd tell you the story. Me and my mans in there was watching that shit while I was outside shooting like a goddamn cowboy when them niggas won. I was shooting my ass off. Boom, boom, for the Pistons, nigga. I drunk so much liquor and Went all around the city, nigga. We was hugging niggas we ain't never even know. We was hugging enemies when the Pistons won. Oh, four, nigga. Big Ben, Chauncey Billups, and Rip Hamilton, and all them niggas, man. Tayshaun Prince, boy. Yeah, I act a damn fool that year. Yeah, but man, now I realize because the year they lost, I act a fool too. But it was a different kind of way, nigga. I was mad than a motherfucker. Them niggas lost. Yeah, those sports teams, they don't pay you niggas, man. They pay everybody else, and y'all pay them. Y'all paying them to be mad and sad and shit, man. I made this video long, man. I'm about to end this shit, man. But I ain't into all that sports, like that, man. That shit some lame shit. Y'all gotta know them niggas' names, cause they can jump, shoot, run. Yeah, shit. I mean, we love sports cause that's what we created sports. The Negroes in America. The Negroes in America ain't come from no damn Africa. We created them sports in America because why the Africans can't play them sports like we can? Why when we go to the motherfucking Olympics, we win gold and everything? Why won't we, if the Africans the same niggas as us, why won't we play them in the Olympics and basketball and all that shit? We jump over their heads and slam dunk, and then at the end of the game, American team, the American team be all niggas, probably about two, three white boys, the rest niggas. The American team, 270 points. The African team, 67 points. I was like, why that shit be like that? If we from Africa, man, get the fuck out of here.